What's going on, y'all? This is Brother BenRah's here at Current Discussions. I'm so glad that you guys decided to join me tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about an important issue where we have Jermaine Dupri and we have Gladys Knight, who decided that they were going to go ahead and sing in the Super Bowl, while you had others like Jay-Z and Beyonce who decided that they were not going to be a part of that.
Say it, say it, say it.
We're going to get into it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about it, okay? This is your host, Brother BenRah. Let's go. What's going on, y'all? This is Brother BenRah here at Current Discussions. I'm so glad y'all decided to join me tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have a show for you tonight that I think you'll like very, very much. Tonight we're going to talk about Colin Kaepernick, and we're going to talk about Gladys Knight. We're going to talk about the fact that they decided to, her and Jermaine Dupri decided to go ahead and perform at the Super Bowl. And they have their own opinions about why they decided to go ahead and perform. So that's pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting subject to talk about. And we're going to talk about black unity. You know, is there black unity? I mean, because, you know, is this a good display of black unity? You know, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Just give me about 2 minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, brothers and sisters, I'm back. Current Discussions. This is Brother BenRah. And we're going to talk about it. You know, first off, I just want to say peace and blessings to everybody who has tuned in. Thank you for listening. It's been a minute, you know, since I recorded a podcast, but I'm back in the game. Join me at least once a week. I'm going to make an effort to try to drop a podcast once a week where we talk about the issues that matter. You understand? I'm going to have, in the coming weeks, I'm going to have Percy P on the air. That was an interview that was postponed due to, you know, some of my personal busy situations in life. But I did speak to Percy P, and we are definitely going to have him on a phone call with us. And I have some other guests lined up. I have a black historian from the area who's going to definitely bless us with his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on certain things in history that we pretty much need to know about, as well as, you know, having some other people on the air who can share their stories of, you know, their experiences with the police and, you know, things of that nature. So we got a lot of goodies hooked up here at Current Discussions. But first, we're going to talk about this situation here. Gladys Knight decided to go ahead and join the Super Bowl and perform. And basically, she spoke out against it. And, you know, she basically felt like, you know, it was her right. And pretty much in a statement, you know, she criticized Colin Kaepernick for, you know, what he's doing with the one knee. Here in an article, I believe this is the BBC, if I'm not mistaken. Absolutely. BBC News, January 19th. They have an article where she says, I understand that Mr. Kaepernick is protesting two things, and they are police violence and injustice, Knight wrote in the statement. It is unfortunate that our national anthem has been dragged into this debate when the distinctive senses of the national anthem and fighting for justice should each stand alone. She continues to say, I pray that this national anthem will bring us all together in a way never before witnessed, and we can move forward and untangle these truths, which mean so much to all of us, in her statement ended. So basically, what I got from that was, hey, she just felt like she's just going to do it her way. And maybe she felt like boycotting just wasn't effective enough. And is boycotting effective enough? I mean, as black folks, are we strong enough to stand up and boycott? And, look at what's happening right now with the shutdown. The shutdown, in a way, is kind of sort of a boycott. Okay? And people are suffering. There are people all over the country that are suffering. And they're hitting the pocket real hard on this. And I think that's what black people should do. Black people should start hitting the pockets. When people don't want to hear our voice, then we need to hit them where it hurts. What by Colin Kaepernick going on one knee, that has taken a huge effect on the NFL. And it has already been proven that their sales at the stadiums have suffered, especially when he first started doing this. It suffered dramatically simply because he decided to take a knee. And, so I've heard some people say, well, boycotting ain't doing anything. Him taking a knee didn't do anything. Well, maybe now it may have slowed up a little bit, but it definitely has had a serious effect. And then it has brought attention to police brutality and unnecessary killings of police. So to say that it didn't have an effect, that's totally wrong. That's bogus. Okay? I feel that Colin Kaepernick's mission is probably one of the best missions ever, to bring attention to police brutality. He has a worldwide platform called the National Football League. And what better thing to do than to take a knee in front of the world, right? For us, he did that to bring attention to the senseless killings and brutality that takes place in the black community on a consistent level. And I don't think that what he's doing is wrong. And it's crazy how even when he takes a knee, he's still the picture boy, the poster boy for hate. He's not throwing bricks through no windows. He's not saying anything about white folks. He's just basically saying, hey, I'm taking a knee because these cops are out here killing our people, majority, and they're getting away with it. They're just getting paid leave for killing people. And there's no real punishment behind it. There is no accountability. Somebody got to say something. Somebody got to do something. Put these people behind bars. Make them pay the price for what they do. And people still hate Colin Kaepernick. Absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to come right back and we're going to talk about Jermaine Dupri's opinion about Colin Kaepernick and boycotting the NFL. right? We'll be right back. What's happening, y'all? This is Brother BenRah. Current discussions. Okay, we're going to get into Jermaine Dupri for a moment. I want everybody in the sound of my voice. If you think that Colin Kaepernick is doing the wrong thing, I want y'all to email me. Email me at truevisionradio@yahoo.com. Truevisionradio@yahoo.com. Right? And vision, that's True Vision Radio with a V. truevisionradio@yahoo.com. I want y'all to email me. Give me your opinions. Let me know if you think, that Colin Kaepernick is doing the wrong thing by taking a knee. Is he disrespecting the flag? I want you to let me know. And I want you to tell me why you think he's disrespecting the flag. Because I don't think he is. I don't think he's disrespecting the flag at all. He's just trying to bring attention to a situation that has been taking place for decades. Okay? So, police corruption is something that is definitely a very serious wall to knock down, if you want to talk about walls. All right? Here's a article from Hip Hop DX, dated October 29th by Lupe Lorenes. It's called Jermaine Dupri Argues Why Hip Hop Shouldn't Boycott the Super Bowl. And basically, Jermaine Dupri's view of it goes as follows. He says, boycotts and marches don't seem like they work to me. I'm sorry, he explained. I think they should send a message while they're on stage. Take advantage of your platform. But it seems really interesting to me because we're in an industry where you see so many people do things like boycott one year, and the next year they're buddy-buddy with the thing they boycotted. He also added, the more people speak on it, the more they talk about it, then the more people feel like it's something they have to address. I feel like people ignore boycotts. Okay? So basically, he feels like people ignore boycotts. They don't really boycott, or either they boycott, but then they go back and support the thing that they boycotted. Does he have a point? I think so. I think he has a point there. So but he think about this too. He also partnered with the NFL as a producer of several shows ahead of the Super Bowl in Atlanta. So it's like a week-long concert series that's scheduled to take place in the days leading up to the game on February 3rd, 2019. So I don't know. Do you think his opinion has something to do with the fact that he's about to make a lot of money? I don't know. But it seems to me like he's saying basically like, hey, these people say they boycotting, because I'm sure he's been experienced. He's been around for a minute to see boycotts and probably even been a part of boycotts himself. And, people tend to be down for something. But then even sometimes during the so-called boycott, you go ahead and you support the people who you're boycotting. I mean, I remember seeing a a Chinese store being boycotted because they put their hands on a young lady in the store who they accused of stealing or what have you, and they call themselves, beating her up. Okay. And you had brothers and sisters who were protesting the business, but you still had people going into business, our people going in there. Regardless of, whatever the situation was, people felt like, hey, I got to go in there and buy my hair products. I need a brush, I need grease, whatever the case. So they still continue to patronize these people, some of our people. And, sometimes I question our unity, I mean, we have to be strong enough to say, hey, man, if somebody does this to our people, we're not going to stand for it. And 99.9% of us are going to boycott, not disrespect the people by walking in the stores and, and supporting these places while the boycott is happening. I think that's insanity. Jermaine Dupri, however, I think he does have a point, but I still think that boycotts are extremely effective. And I think somebody of his status, I think, would have sent a powerful message out. He would have helped and assisted in sending a very powerful message out, letting people know that, you're going to stand against police brutality by not supporting an organization that punishes a black man for standing up for his rights and bringing police brutality and unnecessary killing to the forefront by taking a knee. He's not disrespecting the flag at all. At no time did Colin Kaepernick ever say that he wanted to do this to disrespect the flag. His reasoning for taking a knee was to bring attention to police brutality, the unnecessary abuse and murder of black men, women, and children who this mostly happens to. So I really don't understand what some people are saying. I think it's crazy. I think what people should do is they should really take a look at what's going on with police brutality and realize that it's happening to us, and we need to take a stand against it. How do we do that? How do we take a stand against police brutality and murder? How do we do it? I think what we should do is, first off, we should learn the law ourselves. That's number one. Now, should we be law majors? I don't think so. But I think we should learn the law enough to know how we should present ourselves when we are speaking to the police. I'm going to share something with you. Today, I was on a highway called 277 here in the Charlotte area. And actually, first off, I was at the QT right over there by the mosque. If you know anything about Charlotte, there's a mosque over there by 277 over there. I had my car there. I do a day job, so I was just taking a break. And then when I got on assignment, I pulled off. And as I pulled off, I noticed the police were checking their mirrors or looking out the glass, like checking me out, So, I pull up next to them and I'm like, I made the hand gesture like, what's up? What happened? So they just looked and I just turned my head, just fan my hand like, come on, man. What y'all doing that for? Next thing you know, the police are following me. They followed me out of the gas station. And then when I get on 277, as I'm, going toward 85, they start following me. So I drove up next to them. I kind of like separated myself, drove up next to them, and I said to the officer, "Hey, why you following me?" So they told me to get out the road because I was obstructing traffic. Get out the middle of the road, go over on the side, or I said, okay, I want to talk to you guys. I'll meet y'all at the gas station. So they go and they turn the police lights on and blow the horn, blow the siren, woo woo, pulling me over before I could even get to the gas station. So now they pull me over. They switched it on me, pulled me over, asked me for my driver's license. I mean, I don't even want to get into it. I mean, I let them know that they were playing games. And the fact that you're going to turn around and pull me over because I asked you why you were following me, and I said I wanted to talk to you, so you're going to blow your siren and pull me over as if I committed a crime? Then you're going to lie and said that I went through the yellow light, and I cut a truck off or something. They were right behind me. We both went through the yellow light at the same time. I mean, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, I mean, he was just rude, and then you had his partner, he was a taller guy. I guess he figured he tried to intimidate me, by standing there trying to look tough, and I'm just trying to figure out what's all that about, man. It doesn't make any sense. You guys did something wrong by following me. You eyeballing me, you following me. I didn't commit a crime. I didn't do anything wrong. And because I asked them why they were following me, they decided to pull me over. I'm telling you this because this is the attitude of a lot of these cops. Okay? They don't feel like you should ask them anything because they feel they are the law. And if you act like you want to ask them any kind of question regarding to their behavior, they're going to make life hard for you. Up to and including murder. I mean, we got to do better. You feel me? We got to do better. It's ridiculous. And I wouldn't really expect, I mean, you have Colin, you have Jermaine Dupri and you have Gladys Knight, two people who are clearly in opposition to Colin Kaepernick, and that's okay. You know what? Everybody is not going to be on the bandwagon, and you got to understand that in life, everybody is not going to be on the same team, right? You're going to have people on different teams, and that's just how it goes. You feel me? Shout out to my man Sibo, who got out of the hospital. I love you, my brother. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're doing well. You know what I mean? Shout out to my whole Left Rack City family. I love you all. We getting older now. We got to take care of ourselves, right? So peace and love to you, okay? I hope, we don't always speak, but, we see each other on the book, And shout out to my son. He's getting older now. Jameer, I love you. he talks crazy to me now. I just want to wrap it up for current discussions, just to remind everybody that we're going to have Percy P coming up. He's definitely going to be coming up on the show. So please check out for Percy P. Look out for that brother. He's going to be on the show. We're going to get a phone conversation with Percy P. And we're going to have some people from the community. And we're going to have my dad, the great master teacher, Brother Ben, as well as some other master teachers. They're going to be on the show, giving us a history lesson on some things that we need to know. One love to everybody. And, if you in your own way want to get in touch with me, you can give me a call 980 285 9500. 980 285 9500. That's the line to current discussions. And also, don't forget, why pay for cable? We got that app that you could download into your Fire Stick that'll give you 100% premium cable service. The whole premium cable package is there. You pay $250 for the entire year. Okay? It is not a joke. It is not a joke at all. I mean, you get all the channels, all your HBOs, all your Showtimes, all your Cinemaxes, all your Stars channels. You get all your regular TV channels. You get sports. You even get the guide where you can know what time, the games are on. You get what's called the live guide, where you can know what's playing, like right now. All for $250 for the whole year. You get your pay-per-view for free. Just seen the fight on there with Bronner. Didn't have to pay an extra dime. Right? Because remember, anytime you got cable, you got any of the other cable companies, you're going to pay for cable, plus you're going to pay for anything extra. If you want 3 more HBO channels, you got to pay for that. That's extra on top of your bill. Right? If you want to watch the boxing match, that's extra too. But, at why pay for cable? You get it all for $250 for the entire year. So give me a call if you're interested in saving money. That's 980-285-9500. That's 980-285-9500. Okay, y'all. This is Brother BenRah. I'm out. I want y'all to be safe out there. And, enjoy your day. We shall return. Peace and love.